Hello Fireflies, I am the Kashi Star and welcome to day 9 of DeSimmer. Today we are doing our book-inspired character, and for those of you who did not watch day 7, then you would not know that I am creating Marc Raphael from A Gift of Love, written by Lorraine McDaniel. It is my favorite book that I've ever read. I read a lot actually, and out of all the books I've read, this has always been my favorite book. I found it in high school. I want to say either I think it was my freshman year of high school. I discovered this book by the recommendation of the school librarian. I don't know if at that time I was into Lorraine McDaniel. I think I was reading Lorraine McDaniel at that time. And then, she was like, hey, why don't you read this book? Because what's-her-face wrote it. So I checked it out and I fell in love with the book. And, we always made, randomness that I've shared before, but I had a group of friends in high school and all 6 of us would always hang out in the library. And that's just like what we did. That was our spot. And like, whenever anyone would be like, hey, do you know where so-and-so is? And there would always be like, have you checked the library? Because we were never anywhere else but the library. And so, because we were always in there and we were always reading books and doing random things, that one particular book, we had like card catalogs where you had to like take out the slip, write in the name and the date, and then file it into a system. And so when you looked at A Gift of Love and you looked at the card slip, my name like filled up the entire card slip. I remember it was like Stella, another person, Stella, because like I checked that book out so many times, and I love this book. So basically Marc is this hugely famous rock star, and he is the love interest to the main character, which is Callie. And so Marc meets Callie and like he tries to like woo her, and he was living a questionable life for many years. He was a big giant rock star with this big giant band, and one of his band members overdosed on drugs and he jumped off of the balcony and killed himself because he was so high he didn't realize what he was doing and he died. And so from that night it just like completely changed Marc's personality and point of view, and like that was just like really stuck with him and it really traumatized him. And so he wasn't a good person. Like he always says, like he wasn't a good person back in those days. And so throughout the whole book, like he knows that he could like force Callie to love him and force her to like want him and be with him. And there's like multiple points where he's like, because like the book is like from his point of view at a couple of points, and he's like, I just want to bend her, do my will, but I won't because I don't want to manipulate her. And like I just love Marc. Like he just struggles with himself so much of like who he was and his old man and his old ways, and like wanting to be a good decent man with like honor and integrity. And I love Marc. Like if I could just find a guy that has all the qualities of Marc, oh my goodness, that would just be phenomenal. But one of the things, because he is a rock star, is that whenever he goes out on the town, he always has to disguise himself, or he'll get like mobbed by fans, or he'll get like mobbed by the paparazzi. So he always has like, whenever he goes out on the town, he always has like a fedora and glasses. So for a while, you see me fighting with like which fedora I should pick and like if I should put sunglasses on him or not. I ended up not putting sunglasses on him because I felt that it just covered his face too much. And then like Marc, what in the world? Marc wears a lot of black. Like whenever he goes out on stage to perform, he's always wearing black. And like Callie always described him as a very tall, lean man. So I was trying to make him like super lean and small and tiny and like lanky. I don't know if I actually succeeded in that, but I think it came out pretty good looking. And in the book they just describe him as having a strong chin and jawline, and so for a really long time you see me struggling with his jawline and his chin, And I don't know if I did it. I don't know if I gave him a strong jawline or chin. For a while there, his face was looking really weird, but I was just able to like fix it kind of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy him. I think he's decent looking. I mean, he isn't like amazing and wonderful and like jaw dropping, but I think he's super cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys and become besties. I hope you're having a grand glorious day. Bye.